happening? It's your boy Squeak Ru, all from now in the building West Coast. You watching Yadameen Magazine, West West.
Yadameen Magazine audience, we want to welcome Squeak Ru from the legendary crew, all from the I.
Right, man.
Welcome.
Glad to be here, huh? Glad to be here.
Good. Glad to have you here.
That's all right. Always good to be appreciated.
Okay, that's good. So, since we have the second generation of hip hop, can you please give our audience a Cliff Note version of your career and accomplishments?
Well, like you said, all from now, that's my bro. My campus Westside Connection, you know what I'm saying? We debuted on a Who Banging record back in '96, you know what I'm saying? Who Banging WSGC style. Man, to work with
Go ahead.
half the West Coast.
Don't be too humble, man. Let them know.
Everybody from you know what I'm saying, the Westside Connection, my entire camp to Snow, MCA, man, it's so much. Man, just put it like this: I didn't work with everybody, almost everybody on the West Coast.
Okay.
Been in the game for a while. And just out here grinding, man. Still out here grinding, man. Trying to put it down. Trying to represent this West in the right way, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, it's a lot of it done.
Cool.
You know, originally I'm from Inglewood, you know what I'm saying? I'll put that out there.
Okay.
Stamp that.
Inglewood.
Yeah, but but, you know, Mac 10 gave us our first shot, you know what I'm saying? Signed us back in 1996, Priority Records, and, you know what I'm saying? Our debut album was self-titled, you know what I'm saying? Single off that was County Jail, you know what I'm saying?
I love this song.
Made a lot of noise out here on the West Coast, and just been grinding, man. Just, worked on a lot of LPs. Man, you gotta Google all that. I can't even, sometimes I can't remember all the stuff I done worked on.
Money, hoes, and narcotics.
Yeah, and banks.
Bitches, switches, and hydraulics.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Shout out to my man Ed Banks too, man. I love her back, you know.
Cool. And ways that you get involved in the hip hop culture?
Me personally, just man, you know, hip hop has been a part of my life. You know what I'm saying? Just being in the.
You kind of throw me off that you might have been like a great breakdancer or something.
You know what I tried for a minute? I wasn't that good.
See?
But everybody, you know, something everybody tried that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Then we all moved to the mic and started doing all
I thought I was good.
Right.
And then, you know what I'm saying? What happened with breakdancing is you might think you're good, but somebody gonna come through and show you how good you are.
See crazy legs and some of these other people.
Yeah. But yeah, I tried, man. But I just think music is always my first love. Just, you know, saying that microphone.
Okay.
Just, you know, so a lot of people, you know, even like, you know, a lot of R&B singers that start off in church. That's kind of like how my thing was, you know, so you start off in church with the little church groups and stuff like that. And that's what I think you develop that love for the microphone, that stage and all that, you know what I'm saying? That presence. And I think my first, I think the first time I heard Run DMC, it's like that.
Okay.
From that, just hearing Red Run, you know what I'm saying? That kind of just like.
Big Run DMC fan?
Big Run DMC fan.
Okay.
That attracted me to the mic, and I just fell in love with my. I got my younger brother G Love from the Road Dogs.
Yeah.
He was
Shout out to G.
Yeah, he was just fascinated with rap, man. He brought all that to the table, man.
You think hip hop saved your life?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
That's, you know what I'm saying, another thing that That's one thing I like about, especially in my situation. You know what I'm saying? Being street affiliated. You know what I'm saying? The music breaks down, especially out here on the West Coast. The music breaks down a lot of barriers.
How did you and the Binkster first meet?
Well, me and Bing from the same neighborhood. Bing actually my big homie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and we just grew up in the same neighborhood, and Bing used to always talk about rap. And I used to say little neighborhood raps around. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So my brother actually and Bing would go, you know what I'm saying, to the studio. My brother always come back, I mean, I was with Bing, you know, so we was in the studio. So I'm like, all right, the way they would talk, I thought they just had like a recorder and
a 4-track.
and then talking to the speaker or something, you know what I'm saying? Until I actually went to the studio, I said, oh, Bing got equipment and everything. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So it was him and actually Bing and Matt were in it was in a group called First Amendment.
What?
Yeah. So that's, and then, and then it was like.
The First Amendment.
That was the first group, it was like.
Who was in First Amendment?
It was Bing, Mac, my homie Thump, which is Mac, who was Mac's brother-in-law, my other homie Bill and my homie Grams.
Okay.
And they had a group. So Mac, from that, they put out a little a mixtape.
Okay.
And from that, Mac, I think Mac met Woody from the Lynch Mob, if I'm not mistaken. That's how Woody took him to, I think, to DJ Poole took him to Cube. However that circle went.
Okay.
But my brother actually left here and went to New Jersey. Okay. And was on the road with Naughty by Nature. You know what I'm saying? So he came home one time and was like, man, we all just come to the studio, just mess around. So we all went in there, and my other homie, BR, because the original members were all from the Irish, me, Big, and BR. BR later joined the Road Dogs, you know what I'm saying? So we went to the studio, did some songs, man, and we actually, I had a homie who passed away. So we had the funeral, and dudes was crying and everything, but at the same time, like, man, hey, the new record y'all did is kind of dope. So the response we getting from them, I'm like, so,
It was acknowledging it.
So chemistry. So that got me like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's a hustle here, you know what I'm saying? So we started going back into the studio, me, Big, and BR, my brother that went back on the road with Naughty. And we just continued just working and doing songs, man. And we did a sample one time. We did a song, and then the sample sounded like the song said, "Oh, from the heart." And that's how we came up with the group name. Okay. And from there, we just started pushing. Bink went to, they was doing the West Side Connection record, and Matt asked Bink, come and play some music. Bink played some beats for him, and I think it was Q. They picked, it's a song, a West Side Connection record called All the Critics. Yeah. So Bink produced that. And from there, that's when we Mac took it to Priority and we signed. The rest is history. Okay. But, yeah. Shout out to Mac 10, man.
Shout out to Mac 10. Okay. Were you all working on demos, or did you get signed because you knew Mac 10?
We was working on demos. And at that time it was hard. Once we got signed, I started, going to you go into your A&R's office and you see the basket full of just demo tapes. And so a lot of times the music game was like, back then it was just, it was who you know. You know what I'm saying? Just like, getting a good job sometimes.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? You gotta know somebody to get in, you know what I'm saying?
Feel like that.
But Mac, he just like what we was doing. Took us to Priority, and actually we did a soundtrack called Substitute. Okay. And we did a song there called Danger. Real Danger. And He, when the A&R party liked us, he took us, Brian Turner heard us and wanted to sign us, that's all.
Okay.
And that was it, and we rocking and rolling after that. I miss them days, man. The Connect days. Hey, that Connect tour was Eric, we had a ball.
Okay.
We had a ball.
That's good to hear. When did you meet Mac T?
Well, me and Mac, we grew up together. We childhood friends. We went to school, everything, high school together, classes together. We just all grew up in the same, you know what I'm saying? We said it all, same little neighborhood. And
always interested in music.
Just all
interested in connection.
What's funny is first time I heard Mac, I was like, hey, I ain't know Mac get down, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, Mac kind of dope.
Okay.
And we just all had that little vibe. So like that record, that song you did. So, and that's how we commenced, man. Man, I heard you on the new tape. That was fresh. He's like, man, I heard you on the thing. That was fresh. And then next thing I know, Mac was getting his grind. Did the thing with Cube, and he did what was that record? Tadao. It was on the remix of Tadao.
Okay.
And I was working at the airport at the time. So Matt came through with Cube and was like, hey man, if everything go the right way, man, come holler at y'all. And, he kept his word.
Okay.
So, everything worked out with him. He got some deals, some production deals, the regular label deals, and he came back to Superside, I'm saying? We had been rocking and rolling.
That's
So
nice.
it's all good though. So that's why I say shout out to Mac, because if it wasn't for Mac, who knows, who knows what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know a lot of guys still out here for years trying to, get off their porch, you know what I'm saying? And so I shout out to him.
Right.
Exactly.
That's good. That's He's amazing, man. Was All From the Eye the first group signed to Who Banking?
Yeah. Well, no. See, actually, we weren't signed to Who Bang. We were signed to One Up Production. So it was us and the Comrades and then the Road Dogs.
Okay.
And after that, man got the deal from Who Bang.
Okay.
And CJ and what was the group in Chicago? Children of the Ghetto.
Yeah.
All those guys came after that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, we had a big roster. A big roster. But like personally, I never was signed to Who Bang. I was still at production.
When did you all get signed?
This is early '96. You know what I'm saying? We got our first deal. First deal was priority. And, we signed priority and went right on the road with the Connect record. That record dropped in I think October of '96. We were right on the road. The priority had a madhouse at that time. Master P was coming in, he was breaking through, breaking his way in at the time. So it was crack.
Okay. I first heard you guys on M Bank's Big Thing album, but then appearing on the West Side Connection Bow Down album, give you guys more momentum and exposure.
Yeah. That record did a lot for us. And then, that record was on the Master P West Coast Bad Boys 2. There's some of the gang-related soundtrack, which was a movie with Pac and what's my man, Belushi, I think Jim Belushi or something like that. Yeah. So Connect was one of the biggest records we was on. And then, we did a lot of soundtracks. I got to hook up, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That Bank record, the Big Things record, that was a hot record.
It was.
Bank did a hot record. So
you guys had amazing chemistry. That's why I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that was a hot record.
Just kind of stood it out, so that's why I was like, man. because I'm a big Ant Banks fan. So when I heard you all on that, and CJ and some of the other people that was on there, it just gave his production, a whole different flavor.
That was a highlight. Banks. I sit and watch Banks do a lot of them records, man.
When he was recording big things.
Yeah. I said it then. I said this gonna be big. It's gonna be a hot record, right?
Okay. So you ain't just come for like studio session just for you guys, so.
Nah, cause back then, man, we was more like it was a really family oriented thing, man. Because Bank that was a priority record, so we was just everybody was always in the studio at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you just didn't necessarily have to be doing no song. You just popped up. You know what I'm saying? It really was like an inspirational thing or just support thing from everybody. You know what I'm saying? We don't, really at the time, cause West Coast, we was all just on some West Coast, you know what I'm saying?
That's right. Everybody united.
Everybody was united, especially from LA to the Bay. It was a real too short of being there, you know what I'm saying? So we was really on some support there, man. So it was all love at the time, man.
It was good how you guys was doing it, because it was too short and Cube hooking up on stuff and things and they just
It was wild because then we was all, we'd be here, then we might meet up on a road somewhere. So it was a lot of love, man. We was having a ball, man. That's why I said I missed them that, man. We was having a lot of fun.
That's good. Was Mac 10 the first rapper from Inglewood to get signed?
Mac was really the first to really have a big major situation. Yeah. So Mac, you know what I'm saying? Mac kind of put it out there. He kind of put Inglewood on the map out there.
Right.
But he's really the first one that really broke through, like, especially being on a mainstream stage. You know what I'm saying? Because that record might be platinum right now. Because Mac came out the gate and that record was full out there. He did 800,000 off the box. So to this day, so I think that's been almost 20 years. So yeah, I know that record got to be about platinum.
It's about platinum.
Yeah.
Probably so. With people losing the tapes and CDs and have to go back and revive. Girlfriend,
so you done the same thing I done. The tape still in all of those CDs. Right.
So we are sitting back 10 platinum.
Yeah.
Right. Tell them to share some of the royalty checks with us.
For sure.
Right. I'll be going to get some of y'all and stuff again too. Yeah. Go all from the eye. Isn't Inglewood the only Southern California city where it's 95% Bloods and 5% Crips?
Probably so.
It's huge. It's a huge discrepancy, isn't it?
Because I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, to be honest with you, man. Like back in the day,
I looked at the game map a few years ago and was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh yeah. Inglewood like to be honest with you, Inglewood was like a safe haven for a lot of Bloods. You know, so especially like if you went to it was in LA and you wanted to go to school, so a lot of LA Bloods would come to Inglewood, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how we was known as the all blood city. So and that's how we migrated and a lot of hoods, you know what I'm saying, united to join each other because it was if you was a blood and went to an LA school, you got kicked out of that school, where I'm gonna go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We go to the school.
I gotta go. Let me retreat to Inglewood.
Right.
And that's,
because if they still try to go to another school in LA or
so why am I gonna try to go to? I'm gonna go to another school with all Crips. Same thing gonna happen there.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and.
So you guys was the safe haven.
And then you get to the and then because see we took a lot of Inglewood Bloods took a lot of flack because a lot of times dudes, from LA, from the east side, they would call us preppy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we with the business. We with the business.
Okay.
You got a lot of homies, because a lot of homies would go to the county jail, to the penitentiary, and, they rep the wood so hard, and it's like, oh, okay. Dudes, like, it ain't just no preppy thing going on. Them dudes is really with the business, you know what I'm saying? And, you came through England, and it would be known. don't come through Inglewood with no shenanigans. It's gonna get addressed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, it's.
So people intentionally went to Inglewood because it was. Is that why the?
Well, I think it's both. It was intentionally, and then I just need somewhere to go. You know what I'm saying? You know.
In case you didn't want to like go to a Crip or Blood mixed school in
Yeah.
LA or Compton or something.
You got a lot of those that didn't care. I'm gonna keep going. Hey, this is where I live at. I'm gonna go to school.
Until something happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I be telling my young homies that. That's my thing. Like with, you know, I don't want to throw the interview off, but like this weekend, with a situation happened out here.
Yeah.
With the cat. What's the dude name? 6ix9ine or something like that. I really just heard a dude to this week. To be honest with you. So I started getting up.
Was he a rapper or something?
Yeah. So what was crazy is a lot of dudes that I got that know it's Crips. One of my partners, he a straight Crip. Venice Showline. I'm being honest with you. My homie in the pen and was sending me all these little video clips. Like, man, it was like dude doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
So dude jumping. First of all, I don't know if he's white, Mexican, or Puerto Rican, or light skinned or whatever. He got rainbow hair and he jumping out with red bandanas out. And he from New York. Okay. He came out here with a disrespectful attitude. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm getting on right now is the only thing killing me about the game right now is how commercial the banking is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? How watered down it is.
You think you guys made it too big and now it's...
Nah, I don't think it's you guys.
We got Snoop and everybody.
No, I don't think it's that because Snoop, the thing about Snoop is Snoop been doing his thing from the gate. It's been Long Beach.
But people see those videos and all that, they think it has a certain amount of
Snoop ain't changed.
Yeah, Snoop may not have, but people think
Snoop ain't changed.
It comes with
Snoop
a certain
been
amount
doing what
of
he been doing since day one. Mm-hmm. This is what I am, this is where I'm from, this is what I represent, this is how I'm gonna get down. So it ain't Snoop changed, but these other dudes that's bandwagoners and
addressing.
It ain't just I mean, Bloods and Crips. There's a lot of cats out here that's bandwagoners. Mm-hmm. So when I bring up the mid-80s, late 80s, early 90s, it's a lot of guys out here who portray gangbanging. Back in them days, y'all would have quit. Mm-hmm. So it's so commercial now. That's why a lot of stuff going away. You know what I'm saying? Niggas jumping out with flags on. It's what I mean by that. It's easy to do it. Yeah. Because, and that's another thing of how culture, hip hop, the influence. You know what I'm saying? Because when I came up, if you wasn't a gangbanger, you didn't dress like one. I think the look is so common now. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't do those type of things because you knew if I portray this role right here, this is what's liable to happen. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And nowadays it's just.
So if people had, not to cut you off, but if people had families that were mainly gang members and maybe 1 or 2 people wasn't gang members, would they still kind of dress like Crips or Bloods with certain little colors or something, or they just was strictly like neutral?
Because if you had a family member, they didn't bang, they didn't do that.
So they just avoided.
No, I know. I see my brother or my sister or whatever. I see what they doing. No, I'm going another route. You know what I'm saying? So no.
So I'm not dressing anything like that.
Not dressing like that because I know what that brings. You know what I'm saying? So it's no need for me even you might be a family member and tell you, hey, look, you don't even go this route with me. So why you even got that on? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing how like I'm older now and I got a son. My son just turned 20 and trying to get him through the streets right now without being involved in nothing like that. When he got to a certain age, I had to start teaching him about what you wear, how you wear. You know what I'm saying? Dressing him where you at, how to carry yourself. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because
See, that's good.
You don't have it on.
Yeah.
You don't have it on your mind, but somebody else do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that call. I don't want nobody mistaking you for doing something else. You know what I'm saying? So, and and then not only my son, you end up telling your nephews
and nieces,
and all that. You know what I'm saying? So
it's part of their position.
So
thank you for doing that. Because this is what all of our communities need, Black, Latino, and white. Because we have to be, like you said, like making sure that we're mentoring and things of that nature.
Yeah, each one teach one, man. I live by that, and I really believe in that. You know what I'm saying? Because I had.
And we hip hop, so that's part of what.
Yeah,
all of
and that's why I say,
have to do as part of the culture.
Even though this is something I love about Pop. Pop could do some way out. He could do some gangster shit, but then turn around and teach you something. You know what I'm saying? He could call him on the hall. Then turn around and say, hey, you a queen.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He was so balanced with everything.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And that's where we have to be, especially with the music, man. We gotta be balanced with it. Because that's something I don't see a lot of right now in hip hop. Subject matter. You know what I'm saying?
Because
we all can't, we ain't all balling. You know what I'm saying? We can't all make it rain, throw away money, blow money, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So we have to have some type of subject matter or something. You know what I'm saying? And have some, I guess the word I'm looking for is structure. You know?
And that was the good thing about the 80s and 90s, because you had the West Coast stuff, you had the East Coast stuff, you had the East Coast doing the knowledgeable stuff, then you had the West Coast that was doing the
and then like nowadays, you don't know where nobody's from, because this guy right here, that's from, he could be from San Diego, but he try to sound like this guy right here from the Midwest or something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Style.
So I don't know where you from, you know what I'm saying?
Twister style.
And I don't know, maybe that could be a good and bad thing.
Good and bad thing.
You know what I'm saying? So
that means that they showing respect.
Yeah. Too. So I guess it's not a bad person to have.
Yeah. Because I think it's kind of, as long as they're not biting these stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
But if they like paying homage to them in certain little things or certain little hooks or something to like kind of show that their father or uncles or aunties put them up on certain legends on the East and West Coast.
I got 4 sons. My oldest son is with everything new. He still has that culture of that old school hip hop and everything. My son, my oldest son is 20. My second oldest is
do your oldest son hate their generation music? Because mine do.
Nah, he's with it, man. He to be honest, he turned me on to a lot of stuff. That's new, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't.
That's good. Some of it my kids do.
But that's what we're supposed to do, because I turned him on to certain things. So now he turns me on to stuff, you know what I'm saying? Now my other son, he'll be 18 in May. He's strictly old school West Coast. You know what I'm saying? He's all that, you know that. Anything to do with something, he don't even really want to hear it.
Got the Al Green 8-track cassette going.
So that's him with it, you know what I'm saying? And then I got 9-year-old twins, man. Right now, their biggest thing. This is every Friday night. They got a.
What you go do with both of them?
They got a rap game party.
Okay.
With the show that Jermaine Dupri got, the little. And nothing else is bigger than them in there right now. Then these kids, they ain't really nobodies yet. They big to my sons and them now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's amazing to me. So they got fans. And what's my little dude's name? King Roscoe from he from Atlanta, I think.
Yeah.
So my son is one of his biggest fans. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they looking at. So this is their generation get ready to come up with something. You know what I mean? And that's another thing that another point for hip hop again with the culture. Man.
That's right. Great point. All From the Eye Fiend is my favorite song on M Bank's Big Thing album. Do you all perform that song in concert? Any?
Yeah, not as much as we could, but if it, I think when we do it, it's just prepare to the back. You know what I'm saying? We get it in there.
That's a good reception from it.
Yeah.
What is your top 5 duos in hip hop with your group excluded? And you better say the Loonies. Give you a hint.
No, man.
Yep, knees, new baby.
So look,
EPMD. Let's see who your list is. Top 5, all from the I excluded.
So my number.
We know you guys know.
My number one duo is Run DMC.
Okay.
I gotta go Outkast.
Outkast number 2. Okay.
Have you ever seen Outkast in a show?
Haven't seen them yet. They got a good stage show?
That dude's rock.
Okay.
Outkast. Now the Loonies for show.
Okay.
Hey, I did a lot of shows with them dudes, and they act full on the show. And I seen Numb get them the asshole nigga on the show. I done seen Numb take his whole pay for the show and throw it back into the crowd.
Really?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Get out of here.
I'm for real. Like, you know how you mainly get paid for the
No,
show?
not that big, so he did that?
I done seen Numb take his whole wop and just back into the crowd.
Get out.
Yeah. I seen Numb. So that's 3.
Mm-hmm.
You said duo though, right?
Yep, duo.
1, 2, 3.
Only two. No Eric B and Rakim for the Rakim people. They gonna be mad at you.
Well, see, I don't know.
Like they be fussing at me.
You know what? Yeah, I guess so. If you know a duo with Rakim, yeah.
They are
see,
duo.
the R stands so much on his own.
On his own, there a lot of times we forget that he
right.
A lot of times we forget that they together.
Well, yeah, Eric B and Rakim.
A lot of times I think about him and be like, you just think about him so much by himself that you kind of.
And I'm gonna say the Jazz Different
What about Jazz
Prince.
Ooh, there you go, number 5.
Cause let me tell you something.
Opened up a lot of doors. From both coasts.
Yeah. And I remember when I first saw, the first time I saw them in Skate Land, man. I was like 87 or something like that.
You supposed to turn around and redid that song to make it West Coast.
Yeah.
Hoes of the World.
Yeah.
Oh, you're supposed to turn it around. You know what West Coast was doing? Yeah. Now you're gonna go in the studio.
Yeah.
I'll be in there with you. Thanks for watching Y'all Mean Magazine. Remember, the compliments come from confidence. So make sure that every day you uplift someone with your positive wordplay. Keep it Eastside Oakland. Y'all.